to another episode of Shade TV. My name is Marissa Hill and we are back at it with Supreme. So if you are here because you love Supreme as much as I do, welcome in. It's been a minute since we've done a Supreme video on the channel, but we are back starting at week 1. I have yet to decide whether or not I'm going to do my opinions on the full lookbook that was recently released this week, but I did actually get a couple pieces in store today that I'm going to go through and talk to you all about, but hopefully most of you were able to cop a W. I feel like Supreme has been very roller coaster like, up and down, so we are going to go through the items that I was most interested in. I've been a bit more selective on my Supreme pieces that I've been purchasing, so I can see that continuing on as the weeks go, but I do have some picks from that lookbook. But today I'm going to go through what I picked up from week 1's drop, which is typically tees. So I actually only went after one tee. I really loved this Gotham tee, specifically because I loved that it dropped in this magenta color scheme. I think that it's just a nice vibrant pop of pink, and it really just sets the tone for the landscape of New York City that's also just kind of printed throughout the Supreme brand. But this was the tee that I copped for week 1. Also was able to get this cinch bag, which I thought was really cool. It's just a nice size. I always feel like I need a crossbody bag just to kind of carry a few things like my phone and keys and a tiny little wallet. So I thought that this would be just a perfect kind of travel bag. As you can kind of see, it squishes really nicely and it has this cute little pouch that's Velcro. I feel like I could just easily stick my phone in there. Makes it nice and simplified, so if I need to just grab it and take it out, I can do that. Then nothing too special inside of the pouch itself, but it does have on the front here this nice little cinch, so you can keep it closed just in case you're worried about anybody reaching in there and grabbing anything. And then it has this really cool 3D printed Supreme logo on the front, which actually really pops perfectly in this silver metallic tone on top of the white. And then it is a nylon material, so I feel like this is just a great throw around bag that you can really get wet. You're not gonna have to worry about anything getting kind of destroyed on the inside. Let's just see what this says. Inspired by advanced sailcloth technology, X-Pack Performance laminate fabrics are incredibly durable, 100% waterproof, and constructed to the highest quality standards. Okay, so this is definitely an outdoorsy bag that can take some wear or tear. And of course it does have this crossbody here that you can adjust the straps with. You can tighten. It's kind of, I guess, the tightest it goes, but of course you can really loosen it to kind of wear it across yourself or just on the side as a shoulder bag. And then last but not least, I was able to pick up some of the chopsticks. For those of you who are sushi fans like myself, this was kind of a must cop. I pretty much only eat sushi, I feel like, with chopsticks. So for those of you who are big with chopsticks like myself, raise your hands. Let me see if I can actually just get this open without tearing this completely apart. All right, ooh, it's a nice wooden box, and we've got Supreme's logo here. Love that they put it in this authentic wood box here. Ooh, look at that. So it's in the red tone, and we've got Supreme at the top of the chopsticks here. Let me just pull it out so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. Supreme is on each side, and it looks like it's translucent, so you can actually see through, which is really cool. And it looks like we actually have a little holder where you can actually set your chopsticks on top of. These are really important too, because I really hate setting my chopsticks back on the table. But this actually has Supreme on it. Little box logo there. And it's really nice quality. Feels like that's porcelain of some kind. Okay, now let's see if I can grab these off of here. All right, take this little sticker off. Let's test these chopsticks out, shall we? All right, what should I pick up? Should I try and pick up this little piece of paper here? Okay, that might be too slippery. Let's pick up this bag. Toss it over here. Voila, chopstick skills. All right, so that is all that I picked up this week. Pretty light week for me. I wasn't too extremely excited about everything that released, and I'm kind of trying to pace myself for the rest of the season. But let's get into the sellout time. So the first item to sell out the fastest was the Targety. All right, so let's jump into sellout times. The first item to sell out the quickest was the Tiger Varsity jacket in black and in XXL, followed by the brown color scheme in XL. The hooded soccer jersey went in 40 seconds in XL, followed by another brown varsity jacket in large. Next up, it looks like the NBA Youngboy tee was probably the most popular of the tees to release. That sold out in a XXL in 43 seconds, followed by the hooded soccer jersey and another Tiger varsity jacket in orange and XL. Then the Bones hockey jersey went in 53 seconds, followed by another hooded soccer jersey in white and XXL. So those are pretty much your top items for what sold out the fastest in the US. Now let's conclude with resale on some of these pieces. So as far as this t-shirt goes, this magenta Gotham tee retailed at $44. It's currently going around $75, so a little bit of resale there, but not too crazy. Next up, we'll do the chopsticks. So these retailed at, let me just double check actually. $48, and they're currently reselling at around $62. Not, again, too crazy over that retail price point. And then the bag, which retailed at $44, is actually going for around $80, which is pretty shocking. But once I had this in hand, knew that this was definitely a great item that I was able to pick up today, but definitely some resale on this little cute little cinch bag. All right, everyone, that is it for this overview of Supreme Week 1. Again, welcome back to all you Supreme lovers out there. Hope that you were able to cop some W's this week. Until next time, my name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We'll catch you on the next episode.